what's up? It's Chris here. We love to talk about the difficulties in increasing productivity. How do we make people more productive? How do we have more focus? How do we deliver more stuff? How do we have more flow? The answer is simple but difficult. I think the single most MVP thing you can do to have more productivity personally, at least for yourself, has got to be eliminating distractions. And what's the number one distraction? It's a new one that's only been around for really the last 10, 20 years. And that's the constant gadgetry. So whether it's your laptop, whether it's your cell phone, which is the most likely candidate, your cell phone, smartphone, tablet, they're pinging at you, letting you know you got something you got to handle. They're tempting you with, you should check your feed. Check your IG, check your FB, check your LinkedIn. I do it all the time. Now here's what you need to know, is that as far as distractions go, even the smallest distraction, if you're in flow, if you're creative or productive, the tiniest distraction, just peeking at your phone to read the notification that's on your screen, never mind logging in, opening up, digging deep, just being taken out of that state momentarily completely disrupts your flow, and you lose the mental intensity and the productivity that you work so hard to get. And when you lose it, it can take half an hour to an hour, statistically speaking, to get it back. So you need to get yourself under conditions where you're not distracted, where you're not easily tempted by those classical distractors. So the biggest candidate, the MVP one, to me is your cell phone. Now, the best advice I ever got was to go in and do a couple of things. Number one, turn off all your notifications. Sounds impossible. You can leave badges on so that at least when you look at your cell phone, maybe once, twice a day, once an hour, whatever you can get comfortable with. If you only have badges turned on, you'll know which apps need your attention. You got a couple of emails, you got a couple of text messages, you have some LinkedIn updates, and you can go and attack those. But by not having them pop up and notify you in the moment they appear, it's easier to reclaim your time, reclaim your focus. Another thing you can do is take those apps that you traditionally check a lot, or whose badges you will be tempted to go and look at and notice, move them to the third or fourth page of your list of app icons. That way, at least they're a little bit harder to get. Better still, put them inside a folder. More clicks means you're less likely to go and dig for it if it's not easily accessible, not easy to get to. So you've turned off all your notifications, you've turned off everything that pops up in your home screen. Turn off the noises too. Better still, put yourself in do not disturb mode, which should suppress not only all notifications, but actual calls. But you know what? The easiest way to do this, you don't have to buy special software, is just leave the damn thing in another room. So go in wherever your printer is, let's say, pick up your laptop in the morning, put your phone down and leave it in that room, go sit someplace else, open up your laptop, get your work done, open up your notebook, get some writing done, get the workout done. Whatever it is you do and need your best time for, set your phone aside. You know, we have this belief that if you miss it, that if you're slow to respond, people will judge you poorly. And we just know that that's simply not true. That's our expectation, that's our belief, that's our worry. But there is nothing wrong with saying, hey, I'm working on, I've seen this done, I think it's clever. I'm working on balancing my life better, my digital life and my actual life. So I only check emails once or twice a day. If there's something urgent, you can call me. But otherwise, expect a slight delay in responding to messages. However you want to say that. I mean, your favorite way might be to say, don't bug me, I'm working. Put that in your auto response. Put that in your email signature. Put your phone in driving mode, whatever you got to do to let people know that it's not okay to set an expectation that you're always on with a low mean time to respond. That's dangerous and damaging not only to our mental health, but it keeps our eyes locked on these addiction devices, these addiction manufacturers. That works for people who make phones and make apps and make social media, but it doesn't work for you. So the simplest thing that you can do if you want to be more productive is put that phone in another room and leave it there. Leave it there for 20 minutes. Leave it there for an hour. Leave it there for 2 hours. Whatever you can afford, whatever you can stand, whatever you can work your way up to. Anything is better than what you do right now, I assure you. And don't tell me you have great self-control. Don't tell me you're already good at this. because these apps and these phones, these devices are designed to pull the triggers that keep you checking, that keep you needing to see. You got to resist that. You got to push back. And it takes work. It takes conscious effort. But I know for a fact this works. You can stay in flow just a little bit longer. You can stay productive and creative just a little bit longer. And most importantly, if the thing you're working on requires courage, you're starting up a difficult conversation, you're preparing a proposal, you're shooting a video, you're writing content, the things that you fear, that you know you must do, when you finally find the courage to go do it, that distractor can be the difference between losing that courage midway and not keeping your promise to yourself and to others versus muscling up, leaning into the fear, and getting it done. So try it. Simple hack. Put your phone in another room. Now, if you do this and it works for you, now you can tell a story and you can teach your teams, your clients, or whoever you interact with. And maybe, just maybe, you can create a culture of productivity, not by working harder, but by working better, with less distractions and less dependence on the gadgets and the tech that are designed to distract you. Hope this helps you guys. You can check me out on Instagram at BadassAgile, on Twitter at badass_agile, or on the web at worldwideweb.badassagile.com. I hope this helped you. Look forward to seeing you next time. And until then, stay badass.